Hey everybody, welcome back to Two Old Crows Homestead. Shelly here, but I am not on the homestead. I've been in Hollywood, Florida, which is just south of Fort Lauderdale, all this week. We flew down here on Monday and we fly out tomorrow to go back home. And it's been really enjoyable. I miss Randy. Randy's at home holding down the homestead and taking care of everybody. I'm down here for a work trip. It's a business convention that where I work, they sent us down here. It's been beautiful. This hotel that we're staying at is right on the beach. See? Even though it's spring break, we've not had a lot of interaction with that whole crowd, I guess. And I've had a really good time. I wanted to get on here and just, even though I'm not on the homestead and this is not really a homesteading video, I wanted to share some of the speakers that we had at our conference this week and some of the things that I'm taking away from this that I kind of think are really good. And one of the things that I've learned about things like this, going to conventions and conferences and stuff like that, is that you take what's good and leave the rest. And there was actually a lot of speakers that were here this week, and I would say probably half of them I didn't even know who they were. A lot of sports figures that I didn't know, or whatever, but so the first day, Tucker Carlson was the very first speaker that they brought out. And I'm not a big fan of media and news and all of that because I don't feel like they're honest, to be honest with you. But I do like Tucker Carlson, and I've liked him for a long time. And one of the things, regardless what you think about him, one of the things that I took away from his presentation was that he said, do everything that you do with honesty. And, I don't know, I'm guessing that that's why, he got fired from Fox News. But I kind of think that that's why he got fired from Fox News, because he wasn't going along with the status quo of what they wanted him to do. I don't know. I don't know him personally. But that whole conducting yourself with honesty, that eliminates a lot of problems. If you just, take that and run with it. And if you're not being deceitful to people, then you don't have to really remember anything, right? Because you're being honest about everything that you do. The next speaker was John Maxwell, and if any of you all who know me know that I love John Maxwell. I am actually a certified John Maxwell coach and trainer, so I totally got everything out of what he was saying. He talked about having a mentor. Even if you are not in the business world and you're in the homesteading space or whatever, you need a mentor. A mentor is going to help you grow. I am of the opinion that if you stop learning, if you stop growing, you might as well just lay down and die. It's something that I do every day. I'm always looking for ways that I can learn new things, and it's probably the teacher in me, but it's what I love. I love learning. But he talked about the importance of having a mentor, and I highly recommend that you have one. Who else? Let's see, that was Tuesday. Oh, we ended the day with Tyler Perry. I really, really like him. I really, really like his movies. If you haven't heard his story, you need to go Google it and look it up and listen to it, because it's an amazing story. The dude was homeless and lived in his car for a period of time. And it took him 7 years to sell his play, when I say sell his play, I'm not really sure what I'm talking about. That's what he kept saying. It took him 7 years of doing the play, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. And on that seventh time, it was, like recognized, or somebody stood up and took notice of it, and it just exploded. And he was faithful to it every time. So his whole message was just about not giving up, kind of thing. I really enjoyed hearing him talk. Let's see, Wednesday, there was a lot of financial people and a lot of sports people, most of which I did not know who they were. But the very first one, of course, I knew who he was. Pretty much everybody knows who he is. It was Mike Tyson. And he's supposed to be doing a big fight in a few months. And the dude is 57 or 58. I want to say 58. And I cannot even believe he's still fighting. But, and honestly, he was very motivational and inspiring, and I don't know why, but I did not expect that out of him. One of the things that he said that stuck with me, that I will use over and over again, that I'm going to tell my kids and my grandkids, is that, let me make sure I get this right. Not everybody who helps you is a friend, and not everyone you fight is an enemy. Oh my gosh, that is so good. That is so, so good. Who else was on? Let's see, Ray Lewis was on. He's a football player. He was very inspirational and motivational. I don't know a lot about him. Trying to think of who else. I can't think of anybody else that really stuck out to me on Wednesday. Today, today, it's been a long week, y'all. Today we had Peyton Manning, which, even if you don't know football, everybody's heard of Peyton Manning, right? I loved his message. I loved that he was, I loved that he didn't say the F-bomb. He was very respectful. His message, or, what he talked about was basically, of course, being a part of a team. But when you become a part of a team, no matter what you're doing, whether it's, out in a job or with sports or whatever, you need to be looking at that as, what can you do to make that team better? And I love that message. He was very inspirational and just a great speaker. I really liked hearing him. And then the last one, which there were some other speakers today, and again, I don't really know who they are, but the last one that we had was Arnold Schwarzenegger. And again, like the same with Mike Tyson, I didn't expect him to be as motivational and inspiring as he was. But he gave his whole story about how he came to this country, had nothing, did bodybuilding and all of that kind of stuff. And the whole thing or the main emphasis of his presentation was work hard. Figure out your goal, figure out your purpose, go after it, and work. And that, by and large, that was a lot of what all of them were saying this week. Even, the ones, the sports people, the financial people, the actors, the big name people, all of that, they were just like, figure out what your purpose is and pursue it. And do a little bit every day. Do, move one step forward every day. Do 1% every day, and you'll achieve your goals. It's been a really great week, and I'm really thankful that my company invested in me and paid for me to come to this. It's been, it's just been really nice. And it's been really nice to hang out with my work buddies too. But one other thing that I want to tell you, I've never really been a big fan of the ocean. Now, don't get me wrong, Randy and I love to cruise. We love to go on cruises. I really think that has more to do with the fact that I love to be pampered. And that doesn't happen very often, for real. But we love to do cruises, and we have a good time with that. But I've never been one that's just like, I love going to the beach kind of thing. That's not really been, I prefer the mountains. I like, the trees and the greenery and waterfalls and, brooks and all of that kind of stuff. I love the mountains. I've just never been really into this. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I know this sounds silly, but I grew up in the 70s, and Jaws just really jacked me up. I'm not gonna lie. It's just, that movie jacked me up. And that's probably why this is not, I like to walk on the beach and, on the edge of the beach and the water and all that kind of stuff. But I am not into like going out into the water where I can't see what's in there. We've only done, I'm trying to think, we've done a couple cruises. We did one family vacation to Gulf Shores. That was actually the year that they had the oil spill in the Gulf, and nobody was down there. And it was funny because the house that we rented on the beach, it was right on the beach, was just past where the oil was kind of, like it was like making big swirls out in the Gulf, and the oil was just missing our beach, and we didn't have any issues with that. But every restaurant we went to and everything, we got right in because it just wasn't crowded because people weren't coming down there. But that was a fun vacation because there wasn't any crowds. But as far as like, if Randy says, where do you want to go on vacation? This is not my first choice. Not to say it isn't beautiful. I know that there's people that love this. It's just not me. I will say this though. One of the things that I love about the ocean is that it always reminds me of God. And I haven't nailed down what it is about it that reminds me of him. I don't know if it's the vastness. I don't know if it's that no matter what is happening in my life, there's nothing that stops the power of this. I kind of think that's what it is. But every time that I'm around the ocean, that I, go on a cruise or go on vacation or whatever, the very first thing that I think of when I see the water is I think of God. And that's one of the things that I've really enjoyed about, especially my room, because it's oceanside. And, so like this is the private beach for the hotel that I'm staying at. And I can come right out here every morning and watch the sun come up. And it's just been beautiful. This morning it was really kind of overcast and rainy, but right now it's really pretty. And I've really enjoyed it. But I don't know, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about some of the things I shared with you about some of the speakers we had. And what's your favorite place to vacation? Are you an ocean person or a mountain person, or is there something else that you would rather see? So anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I can't wait to get home to Randy tomorrow and see the animals. And I think we're going to go see a Godzilla movie with our grandchildren. My grandson has been wanting to see it all week, and he told me that he was going to wait for me to come home to go see it with me. So I hope he did get to wait, but even if he didn't, I'm sure he'll want to go see it again. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Randy tomorrow and all the kiddos and all of that stuff. But let me know what you think. What's your favorite place to vacation? I'll talk to you later. Bye. Yeah, God bless you. Have a great day.